Welcome back to the channel. It is July 19th, and this is going to be the breakdown for the NBA Finals Game 6 we got going on between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Phoenix Suns. This is going to be the showdown slate breakdown for it, guys. Huge game. All right. Can Chris Paul will his team to a game 7? Because remember, he is the leader. The Suns are down 3-2 currently. A lot of people are counting them out. So let's dig deep and see what are my thoughts and what is going to happen for tomorrow's Tuesday night Game 6 game back in Milwaukee. Now we're going to do a little overview of what happened in the previous video. I did go with the Phoenix Suns money line. In the back of my mind, I was like, a great twist would be Milwaukee winning 3 in a row. I really did. But I was like, I said, forget it anyway and just went with Phoenix. Even though looking at it, it could have been, all home teams winning. Now it looks like more realistic where Milwaukee wins 3 in a row. Phoenix Suns are down and counted out. And they're already given the Bucks the championship. So we will see. I'm very intrigued on how this Game 6 is going to turn out. But I did have that money line. That was wrong. I did have the over. That was correct. I told you guys to take Chris Paul, if you could, at the 20.5. He got 21 points. I got a lot of, big ups on the Chris Paul plays. Thank you guys for the comments. I appreciate you guys for following my guidance and trusting me on some of these plays. But Chris Paul came through with the double-double. That was another win. He came through with over 20 points. That was another win. He came through with the over 8.5. He had 11 assists. That was another win. So if you followed at least that was all correct. Even the over came through. That was correct. So that's like 5 out of like 7 things, okay? I gave you like 7 things, 5 of them correct. You can't go wrong. Like I'm saying, you don't have to put everything in a parlay. You can do things single bets, and you live to see another day. All right, you can't just be doing parlays. Hey, I try to tell that to myself, but just instill it. All right, you can do single bets, and you'll have better opportunities of hitting a higher rate. Okay, because obviously when you get one Lego parlay wrong, it is over. All right, so let's look at the lineup that I did have for the game before. And my lineup is one on the left that cashed $5. This was a $3 tournament. I scored 238.5. First place was 266. I cashed. That was a great thing, as you can see at the top. Cashed $5.24 in that $3 tournament. The problem here was, guess what? Remember I was like, Giannis is a lock? Giannis, you didn't even need Giannis to get first place, man. He cost so much that it was cheaper to go to Ayton, to go to Booker, to go to, obviously Chris Paul was a must-have. Drew Holiday came up huge. Connaughton and Cameron Payne. On my side, I went with Chris Paul, the captain. Obviously, I paired it with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Like I'm saying, you can get very, very creative with this. Drew Holiday was a must. I put him in there. Just looking for someone cheaper that still had, a ton of production. Ayton, I thought, was a guarantee, which he was. He turned out to be the captain at the number 1 spot. And then I thought Cam Johnson was a very consistent bench guy, and Torrey Craig to get in a few minutes. But what I should have thought of is someone that's going to get a little more playing time. A little more playing time than Torrey Craig. He came in for a few minutes, didn't do enough. But here's an example of a first place lineup without Giannis Antetokounmpo. It is possible. He won big bucks. Let's move on to tomorrow. Now, I have yet again Chris Paul at that captain spot in a must-win situation. This man's been 16 years in the NBA, and you telling me he not going to go out fighting tooth and nail? Are you telling me that? You telling me that he finally passed LeBron? He passed LeBron. These dudes are like this. They're best buds. He finally gets to the NBA Finals by beating the LA Lakers as well and his best friend and destroyed the Clippers. And now he's in a predicament where you think he doesn't show up? Huh? No. This man, Chris Paul, is going to go out guns blazing. He's going to go out on all counts. He's going out with a bang. If he's going to lose this game, I'm seeing Chris Paul go to another level. This is his only opportunity to get a championship because you don't know what the Lakers look like. You got the Denver Nuggets getting Jamal Murray back. There's a ton of factors. This is the only time Phoenix and Chris Paul, not Phoenix, but Chris Paul can get a title. Giannis has a ton of years. He's young. He's very young. But Chris Paul, only chance he's getting. So I'm going all in on, yet again, the Phoenix Suns. All right? I still believe them. These were my championship winners, so I'm going to double down. We're going to double down, and we're going to follow through. We're not going to follow the masses. We're going to go with the contrarian play, and we're going to play with the best team that was all year long, was the Phoenix Suns. So give me Chris Paul at that captain spot. He's still at a cheap price. He's still down below. Only bumped him up $200 now to that 9K salary if you put him in a regular util. But at the captain spot, he has upside. All right. We need that Chris Paul from game one. As you can see, 32 points, 9 assists, 4 rebounds, 53 DK. We need that Chris Paul. That Chris Paul shows up, that team wins. If that Chris Paul shows up, the Phoenix Suns win. Now, we're going to stick with Chris Paul at the captain. Obviously, you could switch in Antetokounmpo. There's so many options because all these guys can literally take over the game. Antetokounmpo is a great decision. Ayton is a great decision. Devin Booker is a great decision. Chris Middleton. You're going to have to make kind of different type of lineups, but make sure you have a solid core. Chris Paul is a lock for me. Giannis, pretty much a lock. Obviously, you saw what can happen if you don't put him in there. If that was that one particular situation. Other than that, you should have Giannis Antetokounmpo in your lineups. Devin Booker is the main scorer for the Phoenix Suns, and he does for them to win. He doesn't have to go for 40. As you can see, he went for 40 in back-to-back games, and they lost. When they win, it's when he's facilitating and getting everyone else into the offense. If they're doing ISO ball, the Phoenix Suns are going to lose. You need to drive, kick, pass that ball, find an open shooter, and that is the efficient Suns offense that we've seen all year long. What you've been seeing is this hero ball, and it's put them in predicaments where they lost back-to-back games when it's just Devin Booker one-on-one. No, everyone has to get involved, and I'm seeing a lesser, not saying, Devin Booker's not going to get 30. He's going to get 30. He doesn't need to get 40. He shouldn't get 40. You know why? Because he needs to feed everyone else. Chris Paul needs to take over. Jay Crowder needs to be in the corner getting threes. Ayton needs to be a beast down below. Get everyone involved, and you won't have this problem. That's how you have that stagnant last play in the fourth quarter, and you got the ball stripped from you because you were indecisive, even though you did that move all game long. You was at the top of the key, you hesitated, and you draw in some more, and then you had a crowd around you of 3 people. You were triple teamed. All right? We're going to still stick with Devin Booker. He's a big time scorer. And as you saw, the 40-plus DK games, doesn't matter if he's scoring 40 points. He can score 30 and still get you there. And then we're going to follow up with DeAndre Ayton. We're going all in on the Phoenix Suns here because they're all great plays. 20 and 10 in the last game from DeAndre Ayton. Big performance. It was so very, very close, but just not enough. They need to feed him a little bit more. And the key for the Phoenix Suns is to control the boards. You gotta stop getting out rebound from a smaller team. Clearly here, DeAndre Ayton needs to step up. He needs that 17, 15, 19, maybe even 20 rebounds in this game. It has to be key rebounds. Very key. Big moments, come up with those big rebounds, and they can see themselves going to a game 7. This is what we want. When a game 7 is all about money, can we push it to a game 7? Can they? So other options other than the core that I have there, obviously, if you're not feeling the Suns, you'll play Middleton. You'll play Holiday. These guys play good at home, especially Middleton, who's been stepping up as of late. 12 of 23 in the previous game. He took 33 shots a game before that. Had 58 DK and a 44 DK. Don't forget, Chris Middleton is hit or miss. He is hit or miss. He'll show up and then not show up other games. He's either giving you 50 plus or giving you 30. All right? Be very careful. Just be very careful with Chris Middleton. Holiday, a very solid play. He's been stepping up. Came up with 61 DK in that previous game. That was an outlier. He's usually around that 30 to 40 range, playing solid minutes and good defense. The assists were another bump up for him in that previous game. So we're gonna see. That game really came down to crucial moments in the final few possessions, despite the fact they gave up a big lead from the Phoenix Suns. Some cheaper guys to look out for. Connaughton is getting a ton of minutes off that bench. 30 minutes each the past, 4 games, 30 plus minutes. So he's been a solidified. He might be at a price where it's uncomfortable now at that 5,200 spot. So you can question that. Still love Cam Johnson right here. He's going to be a key cog off the bench, getting 20 plus minutes each and every game, knocking down some big, huge threes. That's going to be huge for him. Connaughton, like I said, questionable at that 5,200 mark, but he's still someone that you should look for. Bobby Portis maybe at that 5K. And then other than that, Cameron Payne off the bench. They need that second unit to solidify whatever, first quarter performance that does come from the Phoenix Suns. Cameron Payne is going to be that guy to hold it down. He is a very dynamic scorer, very, very quick. With his first step in getting that ball to the basket with some nice layups, can knock down the 3 ball as well. Now let's go to the FanDuel, and I have yet again Chris Paul at the MVP spot. Just to allocate salary, you don't have to have what I have. You can put in another, Milwaukee Buck instead of what I have right here. But you got Chris Paul, you got Jrue Holiday, who's been playing tough. You can switch that out but it gets very, very murky. It gets very, very murky because if you have this build, you take one of those guys out and try to fit in Giannis, it's not enough to fill in that last util spot. So if you want to get creative, you might go to someone a little bit cheaper, looking at some role players like a Brook Lopez, a Jay Crowder, Mikal Bridges, those type of guys you're going to need in FanDuel if you don't decide to go all-stars here and fit in this particular lineup. You go fit in a PJ Tucker or Torrey Craig, someone cheap like that. But that you'll be sacrificing that last util spot. Try to find something more in the middle where you can have at least choose 3 of these stars, fit in a core guy, and fit in someone that's getting over 20 plus minutes and above. All right. And then let's check over. This always happens. Let's log back into FanDuel, and then I give you my props of the day for tomorrow. We're going to sign back in. Yeah. We got it. And obviously, one of the plays is going to be Phoenix Suns money line. I truly, truly believe that the Suns will not go down like punks. Chris Paul won't let them go down like punks, and they push it to a Game 7. 16 years, and you just gonna lose 4-2, and this is your only shot. This is your only shot, man. You gotta give it. You got it. I want to see an insane Chris Paul tomorrow. Up and down the court, knocking down jumpers, everything from Chris Paul in this must-win game, man. Huge must-win game. Now, we got Chris Paul over 8.5. This is a highly motivated. This is the most motivated player on the freaking court. All right? It's the most motivated player on the court. Hands down. I don't care what you say. So we're going to take Chris Paul's again. We're going all in again. Over 8.5. Give me over 20 points. Anything. Give me the rebound, the assist, rebound, points combination. Give me that too. All right? Give me Devin Booker to score at least over 30 points because he's going to get you 30. They need him to score. He's their little baby Kobe. But remember, for them to win, they got to get everyone involved. So it's not great that Booker goes for 40. 30 is definite, but him just doing hero ball all by himself, he needs the cast of characters to come in and propel this team to that win, okay? So we're going with the Suns. We're going Chris Paul over 8.5 assists. Devin Booker over 30 points and above. And those are my props for tomorrow. Let me know how you feel in the comment section down below. Are you guys biased? What do you see? Do you see, the Milwaukee Bucks, And Bucks and 6, they've been chanting it. Bucks and 6. We will see. And I'm very, very intrigued. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at metsnetsjets. And I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Don't forget, football. Pumping out more football content. Let's get those numbers up. Only 26 views? Really? That's disrespectful, man. Come on, come on. I don't want to beg, but like, yo, really? 26 views? Really? Alright, guys. Y'all see y'all tomorrow. Peace out.